Clara Nartey. Welcome to Stitch the Sketch video series.
Episode 32, Towering Above Number 1. Here's the sketch that I'll be working with. As you can see, this time I don't have any portion of my sketch shaded. This is because I'm going to follow the lead of the fabric. I started exploring this idea in episode 31, the previous episode. If you haven't seen that episode, you'll want to take a look at that episode. What I'm doing in this episode is I'm using fabrics that I had previously painted using Procyon dyes. And since the fabric looks so beautiful with the paints or the dyes that I used, I don't want my thread sketching to overwhelm my fabric or the paints or the colors in my fabric. Rather, I want the colors to take the lead in this design because the colors flow so beautifully from one color to the other, and the mixing of the colors is just wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the colors in the fabric, match those colors to the threads that I'm going to use to stitch. So my stitching is just going to add texture to the already beautiful fabrics. So when I have a yellow portion of my fabric, I'll use yellow thread. So let's get working. Here I'm working with a neon green thread because I have a neon green in the portion of fabric that I'm stitching right now. And for every color, you would notice that it's not just one color, but there are various values of the same color. I have green in various portions of this design, but they are not the same shade of value of green. So the thing with this way of working is that you have to be prepared to change thread colors several times because you're not going to use just one blue. You're going to use a light blue like I'm doing right here, and then you're going to use maybe a medium blue and a dark blue and a darker blue. So I keep changing thread colors to match the colors of the dye or the paint in my fabric. You can see me working my way with the blue thread, and what I'm doing is I don't stop at the edge of the other color, that's the neon green, but I stitch into it so that there will not be a visible edge between the light blue and the neon green. I want them to flow into each other just like they flow when we use the paint to paint the fabric. It flows. You don't see a visible stop between the colors. And now I have changed my threads to a dark orange thread, a very deep orange thread, and I'm going to use that to stitch all the way every portion that I have orange. As you can see, I have a little pink on one side and a light orange on the other side. On those sides, I'm not going to use my dark orange. I'll have to change thread colors, and that is the important part of this way of working. You have to change thread colors when you see a change in color. And to finish it all up, I sign my name. And now here you have it. Towering above number 1. Here's the front, and here's the back. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, visit my website at claranartey.com for specific instructions on each of my videos.